Hello and welcome back to the DOLECAST. This week I'm joined by two fantastic guests, Aidan Rafferty and returning guest Soupy Campbell. We're talking about Zeitgeist, the Alien. We're talking about near-death experiences. Radio Rufus, Aidan's podcast that he co-hosts with Rufus Rice. Talking about a bunch of other stuff. It was a very fun episode. You will no doubt enjoy it. So please watch it, enjoy it, share it with your mates if you enjoy it. However, another thing we're doing this Friday in the Accidental Theatre is WAFFLERS, hosted by Kieran Franco and Matthew Dinsmore. Come on, lot. That's going to be really funny. Get your tickets for that. They'll be in the description. And enjoy this episode. Cheers.
DOLECAST, 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 DOLECAST.
I've revamped since the last time you've been on here.
Right, okay.
Like, we've gone to the audience for questions.
Right, okay.
Stuff like this.
Right, great.
Had to dig deep. Because, yeah, like blood out of stone.
We've got half a question.
Yeah. Send us a word. But I've already done an intro and stuff like that. So I thought we'd start with an opening question. Okay. So this comes from a listener. It says, aliens land and say they'll spare Earth, but only if you personally explain the concept of vibes to them. How do you do it?
I just show them this man after 6 or 7 pints. With a sorry.
You're okay. No, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah.
I've learned from this guy called Owen Sloan.
Yeah.
I did this podcast like probably 5 months ago, and I think probably 75% of the content of that episode was beep, 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 beep.
Unbelievable.
Vibes.
What kind of alien are we talking here? Like,
I would go
What
typical.
country are they from?
I would go typical wee green Martian guy.
yeah, the classic. Because I need to know if I can empathise with him in any way, shape, or form, and then I can kind of
What
get
are
a
you
common
empathising
ground.
with?
Because if he's got a big head, then I'm like, right, sweet. I've got a big head. Like, vibes is whenever someone says your head is not big when it is, or something. You know what I mean?
I would go vibes. I would say it's a feeling.
I'd stick him in the bog for a half day with one of my uncles and just let him think that this is what it's like down here, so he'll not
Man,
report back and try and take over.
You should see the vibes down on Earth.
So do I think vibes is just like the general kind of feeling? That's a good point. I've actually never tried to define what
What
vibes
is the vibe?
But I think vibes is just the general consensus, the zeitgeist, some may say, of a
Show
moment
off.
in time.
I was going to say, what the heck is that?
The zeitgeist is the planet he came from.
That's a name.
Yes, that's his name, Mr. Zeitgeist. That's good. So, no, sorry, what actually is Zeitgeist?
Zeitgeist is just like the general way of thinking in a period of time.
Right,
Come on,
okay.
Daniel, you should know this.
I don't know this.
You're an educated man.
I know. Right, okay. If he's standing in front of me,
Right.
if he's on the casting couch,
Right.
I'm going, here. I'm going,
Flicking that wee green bean.
he might look like one. I just say this, man. A vibe is a feeling
Yeah,
of just like, this is
Yeah, but you can also have a bad vibe.
that is true.
true.
The only vibe I'm thinking about right now is a pack of space raiders. Now that we're on about the wee green aliens.
Well, that's what I'm picturing in my head.
Yeah,
is
that's
a
I have
guy.
that,
Like,
I have this. Yeah, I
I
have.
want to call him
this
yellow,
yeah.
but you know what I mean. Like,
No.
He's not from that country.
Southeast Zeitgeist, lad.
Moravia. So that doesn't even make sense. But yeah, I'll go like a wee. Right, I've forgotten your right enough bad vibes.
You know what I mean?
You can't just describe it as it's a good feeling.
You know, it's good. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Because the
saying.
vibe could be depression.
That's
do you know what I mean?
exactly. That's why I'm kind of going zeitgeist. You know what I mean?
You just stick him in the Maddens on a Tuesday.
Oh,
He can decide
yeah,
himself.
that's a vibe for you. The vibe is suicide on Tuesday. Have you done Mans before?
I had done it whenever I was first over here, maybe 3 or 4 times. I done the first gig in one of them open mic competitions in the pavilion.
Yeah.
Maybe like 80 people there or something. My second gig was to 2 people in Maddens.
Yeah,
I was
great.
like, I want to kill myself now.
Yeah. But that's it's the rite of passage. Like, so you and I started around the same time. We were talking this the other day. We started around the same time. But I do remember one of the first times I spoke to you was in Prohibition. Have you ever done Prohibition?
No, I know what
but
it is.
they're kind of off and on a wee bit at the minute. But
It's good crack down there. Like,
it was good crack. I noticed because it's our people.
Aye,
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
Like
they can sympathise with us.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like. I did a gig a few weeks ago. I can't remember if I've told you this story. I did a gig a few weeks ago in Madden's, and there was a bigger act was dropping in, and I was MCing.
Good man.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Daniel was actually emceeing a Madden's one day and I just happened to arrive. And Frank was like, "Do you want to jump on?" I was like, "Yeah, no bother." And when Daniel introduced me on, he was like, "We've got a drop-in act," and I was like, "I'm not a drop-in act. I just happened to be here." But like,
this guy was like a big drop-in act.
Yeah.
You probably guessed who it was. And I was emceeing, I called him on the stage, and as he came up, he said, "Cheers, Daniel." But I was still standing on the microphone, and I went, "No worries." But there's a whole room, I went, "No worries." I just walked off, shaking my head.
But even a no worries reply, even if it was off mic, is still insane.
Like,
you know
just
what I mean?
like, "Cheers for bringing me on to the gig that I'm booked for." No bother. You're all good, man.
I don't mind doing you a turn. Just get me back.
Are you gigging much in London?
I didn't do it for, I done maybe 10, 15 gigs over here, then moved to London, and then just didn't go near it for about a year and a half because I was that terrified of London audiences.
Fair.
And it is awful. Like,
They do
half
a lot
the
of,
gigs I do, the booker will send you a list about stuff that you can't joke about.
That's
And
that's
mental.
madness.
But I found a few good ones, like
Yeah.
Is there many like bringer gigs?
most of them.
Really?
There's one that you have to pay a tenner, you have to bring someone, and if you want your footage after, it's 20 quid. If you want the raw footage, it's an extra tenner.
Insane.
Seriously?
40 quid for a clip.
That is mental.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But see, the thing is, well, with bringer gigs, like I couldn't even get my mates to go to the Limelight.
Literally, like,
never mind, man.
Like, you know, we were trying to like if we all sell like 20 ticket seats, like it's sold out,
Like,
and they got 4 people through the door.
Yeah,
like one was my girlfriend and my dad. So like,
Yeah.
you know,
It is, you start going through the dregs of your phone book whenever you need someone for a bringer. You're
Yeah,
texting
that's
someone
mad,
you
yeah.
haven't seen, and you're like, "Oh, what's the crack, lad?"
would they be strict? But like, sorry if you don't bring someone, like you're not on.
Well, there was one time that is that my first time doing that one? What's it called again? Whatever it is anyway, but the fella dropped out last minute and I told him, I was like, "Oh, it's grand, we've got a big enough crowd anyway."
Oh, right.
Oh, happy days.
The second time I did it, I was myself because there's usually about 20, 30 people in it. This night there were 70, and the main reason for that is because one of the fellas that lost FPL forfeit was doing a gig and he brought his whole football team.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, this is about to be fucking awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thankfully, they're actually grand, ended up being a really good crowd.
Yeah, it was
But I
so
was myself.
Some of that is, I know people have done their first gig in Madden's as a forfeit.
Yeah.
And I remember like Franco was like, "Oh, there's like 10 boys in here for one of their mates' forfeit." I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be a disaster," because they won't care, but they were up for everything.
Yeah.
And then whenever their mate went on, the mate done fine for what it was, but he was very much like told a story about him crapping his pants or something. And then
that's exactly what it was.
that's what it was.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
but like it was kind of half entertaining for us, but the mates were like in stitches because they were like, "That's classic Jason," you know.
What's he like?
Can't take him anywhere.
I remember they did one of those. One of the guys obviously couldn't make it, so they FaceTimed him and set him up next to a pint glass. And this guy's on stage. This guy's in his bedroom just going.
Unreal.
Do you remember the gig we did in Madden's where there was the aisle pair sitting at the table right by the bar having a full-on conversation?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it was like my first experience with like hecklers per se.
Yeah.
But it was mad that gig. Like the people were just so blocked, right? And it was my first experience with a heckler, like a proper heckler. But it wasn't even like they weren't giving me abuse. Like I was wearing my hat backwards, right? And I wanted to go up and make a joke about it, and it's such a bad joke. It's basically like,
That's good, man.
yeah. But the joke was basically, "Oh, I'm wearing my hat backwards. I'm like a Justin Timberlake cover band, Instinct or something." Instead of Instinct, it was shit.
I thought you were going for like a no cap retort.
Oh, no,
That's that actually might have been. Yeah, I probably should have went down that route, but I remember going,
Here, and steak's good. Like,
yeah, Instinct, it's fine. You know,
yeah.
it was fine. But I went up and goes, "I'm wearing my hat backwards," and some woman just goes, "You look lovely, son."
The most positive heckler.
And I was like, I actually have nothing to say to that.
Thank you
'cause,
very much, yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. And then the other one, like, I kept talking over me, and then the old couple that were there as well were talking as well. And then I remember just stopped halfway through and looked at them, and I didn't have anything funny to say. I just waited till they stopped talking. And then it put me off, and then the woman that shouted out at the start goes, "You're doing so well."
Nothing worse than that.
My,
Like.
my first ever heckle was again on Madden's, and there was just 2 guys in the front. And after every bit I did, they went, "Is that a true story?" But weren't slobbering. I think they were off their faces, but they weren't slobbering. Like, but and then like, I did the bit I do about the cinema, and the sex in cinema, and the guy went, "Is that true?" And I went, "Yeah," and he went, "Fair enough." And I was like, "What? Like, what are we getting on here?"
Oh, Chad, is this real?
Here I saw something during the week that I actually thought you weren't meant to be on this episode, and then you texted me last night. I was like, this is a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
Worked well.
This is a man that claims you could eat 3-foot-long
I had this
subways
conversation the other day. Yeah, 100%.
in one go,
100%.
one sitting.
One sitting.
We'd put away a 7 between us.
Honestly,
A
I
Shaquille O'Neal of footlongs. You can take this one, but
oh, there's definitely an Italian BMT, Italian Shaquille O'Neal or something. I don't know. Anyway, come on.
Instinct. Are we going specific flavours? I don't have 3-foot-longs, by the way.
So,
how mad would that have been?
I'm wet.
I contemplated it and I was like, what if he just straight up's like, I don't want to do that.
I don't wanna do
I don't
that.
want to eat
Yeah.
3-foot-longs
it's
the
going to
next
be like when
hour.
Oprah comes out and starts handing all the mothers and audience
I got the-
lifetime supplies of nappies.
I got the car, the cannon all.
Footlong.
Yeah, it's like a Belfast Giants game back in the day.
So yeah, are we going specific?
So originally, what I thought was do all the same flavor,
Flavour,
but then I
right.
don't want to get
Sick of it.
sick of it. I think in the competitive eating world it's called flavor fatigue, right?
You've never heard that?
No,
Flavor fatigue. That sounds like your rap name. Hey, flavor fatigue.
Flavor Flaves, cover band, Instinct. But I think I would go BMT, but I think I'd switch it up and do a chicken in the middle or something.
Right.
I mean, I would do two the same and then one different.
This links in. So this week, a guy won $500 for eating a full rotisserie chicken. So there's a big, massive. It's like a
I'd pay to do that.
So how so this guy won 500 quid. There was 22 people in the competition, right? How long do you think he did it in?
Oh, it was he done
Time.
fast. I was going to say just.
Fair enough.
Oh, no, just
I call that a Tuesday, bro.
You did that for lunch.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Didn't even have the spuds along with it.
How long do you reckon you do that in?
And a whole rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Now, are we talking?
I'm keen to see if you think you would beat this guy's time.
Can I break? So is the breaking down process, or can I shred it pre-eaten?
From what I saw, image-wise, you looked like you had to break it down.
It's whole, and then from
and
whole
you go
to
from
the-
there.
right,
Yeah.
okay. I think genuinely, if the chicken's moist enough, right, I think I could do it in like sub 2 minutes.
Be serious. This guy did it in 6 minutes and 44 seconds.
You give me a gravy boat along with it.
I tell you what, I'll do it. We love to drink with Soupy. You know what I mean? I just do it like.
Sitting with a straw hanging out.
Boats
of
and
the
hose. Gravy boats and hose. Don't worry about
But
it.
I think now that you're saying 6 minutes, obviously my 2 minutes is ridiculous to say that, right? But I genuinely think I could give it a good go. Like,
If the sun was in your back, like,
oh yeah.
What does that even mean?
It's just CULCHIE, man. Don't worry about it. Sorry. I mean,
it might be the culchiest and the hairiest podcast that's ever
I was
happened.
gonna say, I was on ChatGPT last night, like Newry things. 'Cause I was like,
I just have a photo of this.
are you from Newry?
And I'm from Galway.
Flip. Well, this next section's gonna be an absolute nightmare.
but
So
yeah,
would be from Newry.
it's like it's
Probably
wee
applies.
It's wee cousins, like, you know what I mean? Same,
I think
Yeah.
close enough. Yeah.
no,
Nah,
No?
but
but
similar.
it's same vibe, same
Yeah.
zeitgeist.
Okay.
Pure mountain man. Like,
He's back. He's back. Zeitgeist great actually.
Yeah.
That's class. Yeah, 6 minutes. If I produced a rotisserie chicken,
Right,
no,
Yeah.
no, I don't have one. Would you have gone
got
for it?
anything in?
easy.
Have
100%.
you got anything in?
I've not. I've no.
What are you rocking digestions or something? Surely.
Not even a cup
you
of tea.
finish it a full sleeve. Another 2
I
minutes.
don't, have you ever had a full sleeve of digestives with a cup of tea?
I've never not.
Exactly.
Yes.
See, you find them in the fridge. They're unbelievable.
If it was in front of you, you'd take it.
Oh, certainly. But anyway, so if you took out a rotisserie chicken right now, would I demolish it?
Yes.
Does Dolly Parton sleep in her back?
Sure, you need the backdoor buttered.
I would eat the back door. What the?
That's the best thing you've ever said.
Yeah, unreal.
Said it in this podcast, and sometimes I lay awake and I just go, oh, backdoor buttered. Like, that's class.
So now everybody goes, zeitgeist. Classic.
Guys eating the backdoor buttered.
But yeah,
That's vibes. What is vibes? It's the backdoor buttered, isn't
a
it?
whole rotisserie chicken is vibes.
Bad or good, but I suppose.
Here,
It's a-
in your house is the back door or the front door?
No, but I know exactly. It's more of a country thing. I'm in the state.
If you're coming to the house, you're more likely to go in the back, like
Aye.
the side door. Or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Your
Aye.
back door, side door tends to be the most used.
I was
door, so
calling
then
my
become-
granny's. I'm not going to finish that sentence. The back door at my granny's house. I was like, oh, we'll go around the front. It round the back of the house my whole life. It wasn't until I was like 15 that I was like, that's the front door. I was like, what?
yeah, just
See, this house is a very clear. That's the front door.
mine.
There's nowhere else to go.
I'm semi-detached as well, bro. Yeah,
I was
so
looking
it's-
through the window.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
that unused to the front door.
You ever seen Captain America, the first one?
Have
Do the bit where he runs out of the when he gets he gets juiced and he runs out of the facility and he's in his bare feet? No, that was you a few weeks ago when the guy lifting the washing machine.
Oh, I forgot
looking
about this
99.
I forgot about this story.
Yeah.
So I was in the house and my dad was leaving the house and he goes, there was a new washing machine coming or something, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, Stephen, there's a washing machine coming.
Who's Stephen?
Exactly, I know. It'd be weird if my dad now call me Soupy though. You know what I mean?
Well,
Soupy Junior, wee soup, you know?
Wee baby Soupy.
Yeah. But I am the child of the house, in fairness. But yeah, he goes, there's a washing machine coming. They're going to come before 12 o'clock or whatever. Be ready. I was like, right, sound. And then
You're full load of washing. Take that away with you, boss.
so he was like, he's here, collect the old one as well. Make sure he collects the old one.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the bog, right, doing my business. Hear the door going. I'm like, right, so clean myself up, get myself sorted, go downstairs, and put it this way, it was a very unsavory experience before that, so it took me a minute to get it sorted, right?
Yeah.
And went down.
You definitely didn't shake his hand, did you?
Oh, no. Man, I didn't get to shake his hand because I opened the front door and he was in the middle of driving away, and I was like, my dad is going to kill me, because he was like, make sure you get, like, we need a washing machine. And I was like, no way. And he was in a big, massive, just white van. I was like, this is a disaster. So I'm standing in shorts, a t-shirt, and bare feet, right? And I'm like, hi. And he just drives out of my eye line. I'm like, what do I do? So I go out onto the street and try and wave him.
In the bare feet.
And he's driving. And I'm going, I have to chase this fella, right? So I'm running down my street going, hi, come here. And he obviously just keeps driving. And I'm running down bare feet, left the front door open and everything, the whole lot. Like, looked like I was absolutely insane. And then came back to the house, rang my dad and goes, I was in the bog, or I missed your man. He was like, fuck's sake, right, no what? And then I was like, I was so scundering. And then I came back, my ones came back a couple hours later. Next thing you know, front door goes by with the washing machine. It wasn't even the same boy at all. It was an Amazon delivery driver. He
left the package at your door.
I missed it. I didn't see the package.
The washing machine, a big massive Amazon van.
Well, where are you going? It was a white van. And
He
I
was
was
driving away from you thinking, this fixing my tail.
that's what I was going to say. Like,
The bogey, I'm a 6.
but I was like, that's a euphemism, but I was like, I had a bogey coming out of my 6 actually before that. But yeah.
Granny in my back door.
Absolutely. But it was a disaster, basically. So I just chased some Amazon delivery driver with my bare feet. Like, it was an absolute handling.
But you got the washing machine?
Got the washing machine.
Have enough. And
What was in the Amazon package?
I was something from Morella or something. It was just like vague package, you know. But what were you saying about the rotisserie
Vague
chicken?
package is another rap name. What's up? What's the first
Sounds
one?
like a non-binary
Flavor fatigue and vague
downstairs.
package.
What were you saying? What?
Sounds like a non-binary fella's downstairs.
No comment.
Also, I don't know if you can call him a non-binary fella.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. Yeah.
No comment.
Vague package.
Vague package is mad. Vague package is mad.
There's something going on anyway.
Because he's bang on, like he's not wrong.
Vague package.
It is. It's totally vague. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last we're talking about, yeah.
But here you're really Rufus still talking about that.
Nice.
You moved. So you vague package. So you moved to London. How many years ago?
2 now, coming up 2 in November. Here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you doing? I hate content. The word sounds very pretentious there, but like content or like social media stuff before
Bits and
going
pieces.
there,
I'd done a few different sketches and bit of like stuff like that whenever I was younger, and then I'd done like a short film, like a comedy film at uni. So I'd done bits and pieces like that. Then I started stand up over here. So whenever I moved over there, and there was a comedy podcast coming, they were like, "Oh well, he allegedly did stand up. Whether he's funny or not, different story."
He stood with the mic, you know what I mean? That's enough. That's enough.
He tried his best.
Yeah.
But they put me forward for that, and then me and Rufus shared a wing roulette in Nando's, and then the next week we were in the studio recording the podcast.
But did you know each other before that?
No, we hadn't met. The first time.
No, but that implies that you went to Nando's, he was there, and you're like, that's a man that wants around and sat down.
It was set up.
So he's in the corner eating a full chicken.
We went to
no shoes on.
And me sitting at a two table. We went to someone else. Yeah, Zeitgeist is coming down in a minute. He said,
There's a big package coming on in a minute here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you just met up, and then within a week you just were going.
well, they had set it up to, because of the podcast being like 60s themed, we went and got molested by some Asian fella in London doing suit fittings. He got way too far up the crotch for any of our like.
Is this the same boy that no? That's. Do you ever see the boy that is in China and he's an English fella and he fits all like the wee Chinese boys' suits, but his whole thing is just like he turns around and slaps him in the arse. He's like Venus and Mars. He'll describe the whole suit, right? But he like just absolutely manhandle these wee small Asian men. Like, but it's so
There's
funny.
no Asian men in London manhandling me in Ireland. Nah, you haven't got the power for it. But we got the suits fitted, shared a wing roulette, and then and we were both too white to eat any of the spicy ones, so we had about 4 of the wings and left the rest on the table.
I go for a Perry Tamer if I'm in Nando's.
That's my go-to now.
It's class. It's great.
I was trying to act the big lad in front of my new friend, and I was like, just give us whatever there, give us a mix of it all. Myself for about 3 days afterwards.
Would you be a medium?
Right?
Honestly, I had Nando's like twice. See, check and see if it's not bread and fried. Don't want it. No, I ain't joking. If it's not a goujon form, I don't want it. No, I've only had Nando's a couple of times just because if I'm up here, there's no Nando's in Uri. There's barely chicken in Uri. That TV went off by the way. But so I've only had it a couple of times. But I think medium is usually the kind of way to go.
Fair. I wanted to go for Nando's before B team, but then you went to get a t-shirt because you were soaking.
Oh, I was
with sweat, that is. And then me, Kieran, and Aaron and Ben went to Boneyard, and I just couldn't finish. I got to wing it. You got to wing it. And it was decent, but like I just couldn't finish.
Kind of missed you have a digibox there. We'll stick on a bit of TV.
Yeah, there's a skybox under here, like.
There's got Sky and everything up in Belfast.
We have the dodgy box.
So you're in your aim, were you?
Again, like you're not. I'm not even going to dodgy box.
Big package and dodgy box. That's insane.
That's some GUI.
That's insane.
Top 10 anime crossover.
But the radio's going well then.
It's not bad. You can tune in on. I don't even know the frequency.
Would you do all the research, or is that?
Aye, yeah.
Okay.
Enjoyed it. We'll have a phone call like once a week before it. Just be like, right, we'll cover this. Then we just land in. Usually once a fortnight we'll record 2, try and do a guest episode, a solo episode. Nice. And then just upload them the next 2 days. But it's been good crack.
Do you change outfits during, was it 2 episodes?
Nah, we've just got a pile of like old school t-shirts and shirts, and depending on it's so hot in London and that studio is a sweat box, so sometimes I'm just sitting in my togs.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah, you don't see under the desk.
No, of course not.
I haven't got socks on or anything.
That's when the Patreon comes though, you know what I mean?
There'll be a crotch
the
cam.
desk moves away.
And my crotch cam, I mean you sitting underneath with a GoPro. Why mount it whenever you get a job out of it too?
Crotch cam in the big package.
Like a pound for you there.
The last thing I had here on my opening topics was I'm getting a clonic. I've decided I'm going for it.
Oh, you going for it?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we were chatting this the other day.
Yeah.
Getting a clonic irrigation.
Another comedian got a clonic recently.
But
I thought you were. I didn't know whether you were on about a watch or something.
Get you watch there.
That colonic don't TikTok, bro. You know what I mean?
Shockproof.
But no.
You watch the doctor doesn't lose the watch.
But we were chatting the other day in the sunflower, and Daniel turned around to me and goes, "What do you call that thing that this person got with the clear him out?" And I was like. He was like, is it a colonoscopy or a clonic? I was like, it's a clonic irrigation. And then the guy beside me was like, what do you call it? I was like, oh, clonic irrigation. And then Danny was like, how do you spell that? I spelled clonic irrigation. And then the guy beside me goes, what's the difference? And I was like, why am I all of a sudden the ass guy? You know what I mean? The spokesperson for butt stuff right now. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
But I was doing deep research because,
Pun intended.
Yes. I was doing deep research because I feel bunged up at the minute, you know what I mean? I was like,
have you tried blowing your nose before you get a finger up?
So it all comes out.
Have you tried
from that back door?
You try to eat the whole rotisserie chicken, bro. It just comes straight back out.
Well, it
comes back out alive.
Well, like I had about 3 slices.
Back out in the egg.
That's it clocking and all. But that comes up later. We'll touch on that later. Because on Friday we were out.
You're not going to try and ask us to put one up, are you? I'm ready, Keister in here.
Crotch cams on. But it was Adam Byrne's birthday on Friday, and we went out for it. And like I must have had 3 slices of chocolate cake at the sunflower. And been like Bush brought pork trotter, like. Because
I was swinging around with the pigtails.
Because after that, I was like, I just must need cleaned out, like via clonic. So I've done a bit of research. Quite cheap, like 60 to 85.
What it is?
I know a boy in the country that'll do it you for a tenner.
Is he licensed or is
no,
he
it's just in the shed along with the cows. Same job, but
Certainly.
Yeah.
Class. Right, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back after these messages. This episode of the podcast is sponsored by Go Barbecue Co., the #1 for barbecues. That does make sense, trust me, it does. If you're looking for a heater, stove, pizza oven, barbecue, a rub, tools for barbecuing, anything, these guys have it, and they're fantastic. We've been working with Go Barbecue Co. for over a year now, and I've been down to their HQ. I've seen all their products. It's class. It's the highest quality barbecuing equipment that you'll be able to find on the market, and for fantastic prices. If you want to get a discount, head over to their Instagram, to their Instagram page, Go Barbecue Co., and there you can receive exclusive discounts and offers that you might not get elsewhere. They're also working on bringing back their Go Barbecue Lad raffle site for the price of a coffee. You could win thousands of pounds worth of gear. That is just fantastic. Really, really good. So yeah, thanks very much to Go Barbecue Co. for sponsoring the episode, and back to the podcast with Aidan and Soupy. Welcome back. I thought you two lads were both in Uri.
No, we do both have Newry domes that are just country domes. Like,
Aye.
Yeah.
We do indeed.
So I've prepared a Newry quiz,
Yeah.
right? You know, to switch things up a wee bit. So these are all true or false questions based on Newry. All of them mad. So like, we're not talking about it here.
I'm nervous. Okay.
You should be, because you're the guy I would go Newry knowledge.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Like, so if you get any of these wrong, it would be
Detrimental to my.
detrimental to
yeah.
your
I'll be
career.
right back.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. Not be back in Mollusk at all. Probably shouldn't say where you are, but
Don't worry about it. Here, happens all the time. People just say it, and I'm like, here, no worries.
It's like a mythical sort of place. I've heard about it for years. This is the first time.
Is this your first time Mollusk?
It is, aye.
It's like the Industrial Revolution in terms of like car showroom,
But the
factory.
The Spar has a
Is-
Domino's in it.
That Spar is the flagship Spar.
It is, alright.
what do you mean?
Like, in terms of the Spars.
Oh, I thought
that
it
is
was
at
like factually speaking, like the sport.
the
Like,
flagship.
this is the one. This is the one. Yeah, I was gonna say.
No,
I was
no,
like,
well, that's their.
might as well be.
That's, well, the actual headquarters.
Yeah.
Down the road. Like,
Is it?
to that big Henderson's building is the Henderson's headquarters.
Oh.
So, like, yeah, it all moves from us.
Well, we went in that sport, and I swore to you would have swore you took me to Tokyo, right?
Me and Aaron call it Disneyland. It is just like
It's insane.
everything's in it.
It's great.
Your Subway, you have the pizza place,
Yeah.
burritos.
I seen the burritos and I thought, I'm too old. You know what I mean? I was like, burrito on a spar?
What nonsense.
You know, yeah.
Post office, Fanta, like Tango,
Slushy,
Ice Blasts.
yeah.
Crazy. I actually went there a couple months ago and that all their windows been boarded up. And I said, oh, what happened? Someone just come and smash the glass? And went, yeah, like last night someone just took a hammer to all the glass windows. And we were like, that's jealousy from someone in Centra.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, that's what that is.
Go on, Newry quiz.
But, yes, Newry quiz. So, true or false? A married man from Newry was aware of the fact that his wife was having an affair and did nothing about it. He also loves chicken burgers, so everyone around him called him Friar Cucks.
That's very good. That's great. There's a takeaway called Friar Tux in Newry. Anyone doesn't get
aware.
that, that's great. Oh, yeah.
See,
yeah.
I'm yet to have a Friar Tucks, but I've heard great things.
Know what it is, right? I actually don't eat Friar Tux that often, but there's a time and a place for a Friar Tux. And it's kind of like,
Coleslaw burgers.
yes,
I've heard all about the coleslaw burgers. I've heard they're...
Man, so obviously chicken burger with coleslaw, but the whole thing is it's a coleslaw burger with chicken, right? That's basically the thing, right? Man, the coleslaw, I know people that hate coleslaw and love like Adam Byrne came and was doing Newry Town Hall and I took him for a Friar Tux, the child, and I was like, get the child a chicken burger there. And
Burger.
and he was like, I hate coleslaw, but it's 90% mayo, like, but it's unbelievable.
See, I'm a big man for mayo.
But so another thing is with Friar Tux, right?
That was just a statement. I'm a big man for mayo.
But the thing
Didn't
is,
strike me as a GA, man.
No.
that's cracking. That is cracking.
And me so thick, I just went, no, actually. I have no idea. No, actually, I don't play.
No, I find it weirdly enough, actually, no, I don't. But basically, Friar Tux is like, you can get everything you can get in a normal chippy, but it's kind of like, you don't go to boozing when you want Mexican food, you go to boozing when you want boozing. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? It's its
Yeah.
own thing.
I'm catching up. Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But
It's
anyway,
like anytime you want a Chinese, you don't get the chopsticks out. You go and get a curry chip and a pair of chicken balls. Like,
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's the same. It's the
Okay,
same
yes.
kind of thing.
Yes, fair enough. So, true or false? What do you think?
I think that is a very. Put it this way, I think it could be true, but since I don't know a boy called Firecock. I feel like I would know him, and I feel like he would be my best mate.
Now,
So I'm gonna
I will
false.
say these questions range from like some of these questions are hundreds of years old. Obviously, Firecock. Obviously, no one's calling him Friarcock in like the 1800s.
Maybe it was named
Good
after
old
him.
Friarcock. His name was Friar.
But I was gonna say,
Friarcock.
but no, what? That means the joke didn't even make sense before. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, I'm gonna say false because I feel like I would know him personally.
Okay, Ian, what do you think?
I'm gonna say false also. No, you know what? I'll say it true.
Ah, should have stuck with false. It's absolutely false.
That's
Yeah,
great.
absolutely
That's
false.
a great joke. In fairness,
Fair,
can I take that?
Yeah, you can do what you want with it. I suppose you're only going to tell it on stage. Take out dinner.
Just give him that page.
Yeah, I think you can frame this after. I actually got something for you after.
Okay.
True or false? That sounds very ominous. It's something you'll enjoy. That sounds even worse.
Yeah. Is it a rotisserie chicken and 3 footway sublongs?
Footway sublongs. True or false? Newry was once officially classed as a city, then lost its status because no one could find the official paperwork.
True.
That's false. It's still a city because it's got a cathedral. It hits all the requirements for a city. It's still currently a city at this moment in time. Oh, lost the paperwork. No, as far as I'm aware, it's still a city. You're saying I'm saying true.
nothing.
I'm saying true.
I didn't write these questions.
I'm saying that it is still a city. So you're basically saying it's not. So it's false. I think false.
You think false?
You think
True.
true?
Again, it's false.
Okay.
I'm just going against you.
Is Newry a city?
It is. Newry is a city.
Fair. I
mean,
didn't write these
It's
questions.
called Newry City, like.
Well, yeah,
sure it is.
but
probably good.
but you know
Good
what?
giveaway.
It's like it's a town wearing a city jacket. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's
yes.
like it's a town that just dresses.
Did
it
they try and
cosplays
turn
as a city.
Gavin into a city at one stage?
I think Craig somewhere missed out.
Bangor.
Did Bangor miss out in the
No.
city because Newry got it or something?
No, Bangor.
Something-
Bangor became a city, right?
Right.
And then I forgot about it. As like, not storing at the front of my lobe, like,
Oh, yeah.
and then went and did a gig in Bangor. Like 80 people in this room, and I went, "Oh, Bangor's a nice wee town," and people heckled me from the back and was like, "It's a city, it's a city," and I was like, "Proper take it thick
Imagine
if
being
you
that
don't."
offended
I
at
know,
us.
and I was like, "Sorry," and they're like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Mollusk," and they all laughed at me. I was like,
You know what? You were asking for it.
This could be a city with that spar alone.
I was going to say, yeah.
Utopia, Spartopia. Yeah. I'm not
False.
keeping score points, so
Fine.
just work away.
Oh, I'm up to. Don't worry, I'm counting.
I don't know, will VAR check that?
Yeah.
Right, number 3. True or false? In 1997, a goat escaped from Slave Gullion and lived undetected in the town centre for a week.
That's true. I minded well.
In 19 what? What year?
1997.
I was only a sprog. For sake.
Sprog.
A sprog. Yeah. You know what? This is a toss up right now because I actually don't know. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say false.
Correct.
Well,
It's false. It's false?
Yeah, false. Great. That's amazing.
What did you say? True?
can't mind.
Now, if you go 5 minutes up the road, there are towns of goats that have people living undetected. You know what I mean? Like it's the complete
Not
opposite.
accounted for. I see. So you said Sprague there.
Yeah.
There was when I was like 15. This you ever get the wee scammers on Instagram reach out to you and they're like, oh, can you represent our jewelry brand or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But I was like eating this up. I was like, unbelievable. Go down to Houston for 10% off, whatever. I was like, class. So it was a company called Spraw, and they were like, we'll send you some merch out here, wear it in your videos, whatever. Perfect. I was like, class. Unreal. So I was like, class, sweet. They never. There's a big company WhatsApp group or ambassador WhatsApp group of this is what it is, and they never sent me any clothes, and I just inquired I haven't received anything, you know what it is, and no joke, the reply was, it'll be there when it's there, you fruit. And then I never heard. And then I was just like, what? And then I quickly realised this company totally it does not exist properly.
Imagine going through a whole design process and a whole a whole A&R process, get this company and the logo and all, and then just going, it'll be there when it's there. You fruit. It's on here. Such a long game for a joke.
It's
That's class.
What's the crack?
It sounds like whenever you complain to Hermes about the fact he's not being there.
Oh yeah, it'll be there when it's there. That's me with the washing machine.
You soaked through with the bare feet. Right, last question. This is for all the marbles.
I think this. If you get this right, and you go, is it 4 for 4?
4 for 4. Yeah.
You might become mayor of Newry.
I might. Yeah. There is. I was going to drop.
If you were offered mayor of Newry, surely you'd take it.
Do you think I'm
Surely.
turning down a key to Friar Tuck's?
Number 4.
Yeah.
For all the marbles. Newry, true or false? Newry once had a mayor who tried to ban all swearing in the town, but gave up after just 1 week because everyone kept swearing in the town hall. Now that strikes me as a question that dated
That's
a long time ago.
That's your old boys' day.
yeah. That's. You know what? I don't know. Again, complete toss up. I think is this a red herring because everyone has been false so far. So
That's
is
absolutely
that
true. Yeah.
you know what I
For a
mean?
fact it is.
Is
Is
this
your answer true, or is that
you're thinking true? And we're just gonna go with the same flow here, and I'm just gonna say false because we've went opposite every time.
Well, this is to win it for me if I get it right.
Oh yeah, last goal wins.
Call the winner?
Me and the boys used to play FIFA, and I'd be beating them like 5-1, and then on the 90th minute they'd score. He'd be like, "Nah, last goal wins." And I'd be like, "No, it doesn't." Like, I'd be raging. Like,
Do you know when you're playing 5-a-side and one side is that much more shit and it's like 14-3 and they're like, right, we'll play the 3 here.
yeah.
Then,
It's just pointless. Like it's pointless. Right, you're going to try. I'm going to go false on this.
It's true.
give me them keys.
No way.
And then the ones to the city as well. Yeah. So all the marbles. I'll take that as an Aidan win.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Marbles or what's correct?
Yes, some win for you.
Next one.
ChatGPT was asked to name this quiz.
Right.
Just to make it a bit exciting. Didn't use any of these because just the absolute worst. So there's 8 of these. So I put in give me quiz names or a name of a quiz for 2 guys from Newry, because I thought you were from Newry. This is number 1. Queer questions.
That's great.
Banjaxed brains. The A1 to absolute nonsense.
A1.
Is that even
The A1 is in letter A number 1.
Yeah.
Must be there's an A1 road or something. Maybe I don't know.
Lost paper. You've got a few of them.
catch you? Yeah, it's all about the paper and Newry. Catch yourself quiz. Who wants to be a wee millionaire? I was reading these last night going, come on here. Yeah, you text me and I was like, oh, I'm preparing some segments at the minute. It was me reading these names. I'm going, come on. The slapper off. Now you're for it. And local agents, the quiz.
What was the first one?
Queer questions.
Great. Queer questions is fine.
We'll keep this as a that is if you come back on.
Oh, that's queer questions.
We'll do more
Depends on
Newry.
the accent. You say queering.
yeah. You could be going down the road of.
Well, if any, you know what, I'm not finished that.
Yep.
But fair enough.
Queering.
Any big packages? Don't worry about it. So is your plan to keep gigging in London and
I'm going to keep gigging, see how it goes, keep doing the podcast. It's doing really well at the minute. It took a while to build up, but we're starting to get good guests on. We had Mike Rice and Vittorio Angeloni from over here.
Nice, yeah.
And chat with a couple of other boys more in the north to try and get them on. Hopefully after Fringe.
Great.
And then just see where we can go with it.
You've had a lot of great London guests as well, or even UK media guests. Like you had Deji and stuff on.
Deji, give me the N-word pass.
Serious?
I still haven't used the pass. I've used the word.
it 4
Oh yeah, I
times.
was going to say, not that you've ever needed the past. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, before the camera's turned on, it was used 5 times.
What do you think we're doing in that ad break? Just so I can get them out of my system.
All the bleeps this episode have not been swearing.
No, they haven't.
I've another segment here called Questions and Dancers, which just
That's just
so bad, mate.
That's great though.
I'm not fucking anyway.
No.
But my original plan was because Dan, so I was like Questions and Dancers.
Yep.
I was like, do I do a wee dance? No. But
Here we dance. I didn't think you were going to throw it back.
I am absolutely turgid here.
Yeah,
Hang on a second.
up, yeah.
Put the dole over the pole.
Polecast.
Podcast.
The dole
Full
cast
glass.
is half mast.
That's great.
I was going to do this. I was going to. Dole of the Pole's great.
Yeah.
Really good. No, I was going to do these questions later, but this kind of overlaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone asked, there's a listener asked, who's been Aidan's favourite guest on Really Rufus?
My favourite guest, we had your fella MC Hammersmith that basically does like the freestyle rap.
Oh yeah.
He was hilarious. I'd basically seen him in the Monkey Bar over in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And then I was like, we need to get him on.
Yeah.
And he did like a improvised rap. We gave him 12 words, and within 5 minutes he just did the whole rap, and the final word ended on the last second of the track.
Serious?
He's just got unbelievable levels of musical autism.
Yeah.
But it works well for him. Like, so that episode was class. Mike Rice said we just got on like a house on fire, and it was good to have another Irish fella on. And also, usually it's me sitting across from two posh twats, whereas this time it was him sat across from two mountain hillbillies. Like,
Yeah,
so it was nice to change it up a bit.
It was not, yeah. Put your welly boots on, like, you know what I mean. yeah. Spend an hour on your what do you call them?
Wellingtons,
Oh, there's a
steel toes.
dealer boots, like, you know what I mean. That's the one.
I have them on.
This is a different language.
Yeah, I was gonna, yeah.
Different language to me. On the flip side of that, now, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Someone asks, who's been Aidan's least favourite guest?
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Genuinely haven't had any bad guests. We had one episode where a guest, it was his first podcast, and he just maybe didn't chat as much as he could have, but then me and Rufus just chatted back and forth.
Yeah. I don't mean,
But we're sort of very particular about it. We've had guest offers and stuff. If someone, even if it's big enough, if we don't think it'll fit the sort of the feel of the podcast, we just won't do it.
The what?
No point in
The
sitting.
vibe? Someone say.
I hate that word.
I've forgotten the words.
Zeitgeist.
Yeah, fair enough.
So can I just say as well, what is that? You know, because you've got your finger on the pulse of the whole UK scene and all that. You know, the whole
Finger my what?
the zeitgeist. But so, what is the crack with everybody asking other UK content creators who their least favorite sideman is? Have you seen this thing?
I have. I think it's just a lot of rage bait.
Of course,
Saw
it
your
is.
fella Chunks doing it, and it's a bit, you know, like he's trying to get out of KSI about the sidemen, and trying to hear which one of them are the biggest bell ends whenever. That has to be cut.
Oh,
yes.
That's gone.
Here, don't worry. It was already.
Yeah, it's gone. He's got the timestamps on his head, sitting ready to go.
It's like Rain Man there with about 400 numbers on there.
But I do think that Sideman thing, I understand, it kind of reminds me of the whole Sideman diss track thing where they're kind of intentionally rage baiting and farming a wee bit, just to do, which is fine, you know. But I just seen it a lot, and I was like, I don't care who this guy is their least favourite. You know what I mean? Like, it was weird.
You ever had their
Sides? No, I was in
I did.
Manchester. There was one. It was Muck.
It's weird. They sell like chocolate chicken wings and all.
Serious?
Oh, mad.
The weird thing about it, though, I went to one of them like summer party things, and it was sponsored by Sides and XIX, is it? Their vodka.
Yeah.
And there's a fella coming in, and he was delivering the food, like big bags of food and chicken and stuff for the party. And he was walking over to the main table where everyone was sat, and he was like, "Here, do you mind holding that for a wee second?" I was like, "Oh, no bother." And he looked over at me, and I was like, "Where are you from, boy?" And I was like, "This is the middle of Shoreditch in London."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I'm Irish." I was like, "I know you're f***ing Irish, but where are you from?"
Yeah.
Lives 5 minutes over the road from me.
You serious? What?
He used to play a five-a-side with my uncle.
That's class.
Here, of course he did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course he did. I would say your uncle. Like, that's unbelievable.
Do you think
Pure muck, by the way.
so,
Pure Muck, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
the
One of the
food?
boys ate it in the office, and it wasn't well cooked.
Oh, okay.
One time.
Was that a user error, or was that, do you think, like...
Oh, well, it didn't come pre-cooked, like.
Right.
No, I know what you mean, but you know what? It really depends on location. It's like Mr. Beast Burger. You can't control, especially those ghost kitchens. You can't control the quality of the product. Like, 'cause you just
Sounds scary.
depend. I know it does.
Ghost kitchen.
Good on.
Zeitgeist know there. Oh, so bad. Yeah. Do you think many of someone that's kind of in and around that more, like you would maybe see online, like beef between, not on the sides, but beef between? I thought that was great.
It's great. That's great.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Dive a whole my own podcast. But do you think a lot of that beef that goes on, like,
Fake.
is fake? Or do you think it's? Or do you think there's genuine some people-
Manufactured in ways.
Yes,
Aye,
manufactured.
probably
Or do you think there's people that are
manufactured.
genuinely like?
I don't think the young Philly thing was planned. I don't think they were like, "Oh, what about this? This will get the views up." I went to Australia for 6 months here.
They're all the beta squads sitting there like, hard luck, Philly, pull the short straw, off you go.
That sounds like a
Spin the
Mr.
wheel to
Beast
see.
title.
Oh my god, loser has to get an allocation.
spin the wheel, throw the dart at the map of the world to see where you're going.
It's like Impractical Jokers with all the stuff that came out about them.
Right enough. Yeah. Oh my.
In the back of the van, now touch them there.
It's horrible.
But I fake beef and all.
You're having a nightmare.
I'm not vegan. It's awful.
So you've been going for 45 minutes. I think this will be 20 minutes long. No,
That's great.
But yeah, no, I've seen like even like back to, do you remember the first boxing match between like Joe Weller and KSI?
I think that was real.
You think that was real?
Yeah, because he still talks about us.
Really?
Yeah, I do, because I do remember the press conference they'd done, and like KSI said something about him having depression or something. You could tell Joe was genuinely annoyed, like, you know, with that whole thing. So I do think there was an element of that was real, you know.
I probably. I was just laughing there at you talking about the lads trying to like be an announcer out about the side. Man, can you imagine that you started talking to him and was like, oh, which of the B team do you dislike? Like, it's exactly it's so weird.
Yeah, it's that's what I'm saying. It's such a strange thing, but like,
again, I'd be answered in 2 seconds.
100%. But like, no, but you be content farming. You know what I mean? You're not afraid of, you know.
I'd be in there. I'd be like, well, I would tell you a story about Adam Byrne.
yeah. But it's the thing, like, whereas that whole scene over there is very much like, it's like a.
There's a lot of bell ends with tote bags.
But there's a lot more to play for over there as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense
if
everyone's kind of agreeing, let's just rage bait this a wee bit and keep it, you know, I understand. But over here, the scene's very small, where like, if we did decide to do that, you would just like be on a gig with them the next day and be like, sorry about that. You know what I mean?
What are you talking with me?
Yeah.
It's just, none of them, especially them YouTube lads, it's different with the comedians and stuff, but none of them has lived in the real world since like FIFA 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they've just been making money with pack openings and then going on to YouTube or podcasts, whatever they do.
You do kind of get yourself separated then, I imagine, yeah.
Like, they don't really have a firm grasp on reality too handy.
Yeah.
I remember one time I got invited to, I was just like, oh, there's a party going on down here. It was like an influencer party, which I was like, I don't know about that because I feel like I'd stick out like a though or something.
I was like, this is more Nuri language, I don't know.
What is it? Foot sub long way. What did I say?
At least now we're 1-1. Something we're throwing on.
Foot sub long way. Sounds like a wizard in Harry Potter. Foot sub long way.
It sounds like someone had a Kung Fu Panda. But I went to it and they were just like, oh, just be a few drinks. H was playing on it.
Mad.
Just up on the stage, and 𝐒𝐿 was doing a DJ set.
Mad.
What?
Aye. I didn't even know he DJ'd.
No.
I remember dropping one that didn't go down well because he was about to go off, and I was like, 𝐒𝐿, more tune. nobody over there understood me.
Come on, that's great.
𝐒𝐿, more tune is great. That is unreal.
Oh my God.
Someone says, have you ever had a "this is how I die" moment? As in, you didn't die, but were in a situation where you absolutely felt like you very easily could have.
I stuck half a box of Smarties up my nose when I was 5.
I thought you were going to say up your
I was going to say, yeah, last week.
Just the way to get the clonic to get them back.
Stuck a 4-pack up.
Up your nose?
I was 5 years old, and I think I had a mouth ulcer at the time, and I was like, right, this is hurting my gums too much to chew these. So in my mind, it's connected some way. So if I put them far enough up my nose, they come back down into my mouth. That's what I was thinking.
That's insane.
But I just started jamming them up, and I was like, jeez, this isn't working at all. There's no give in this snout. And then about 10 minutes later, I was like, right, I'm running out of Smarties on space. And my ma came up and was like, what are you doing? What's going on here? And then she was trying to like get them out of my nose, but they were just jammed. So I had to go to Craigavon A&E. And it wasn't until
that's the worst part of the story.
Waiting for 6
That's
hours.
how you nearly died.
That's what I was saying. I was waiting that long. The Smarties just started to melt. And I was
right. But that must have been felt
I still
horrible.
Did they come?
Mom was like, right, do we get these out? And I was like, what are you doing wasting?
I was going to say, get them, mate.
Yeah.
Paid a good 70
Did they come out because they were melting?
So they were just softened, and then I might have been seen, and they were like just making sure there was no shells up there, like. But
that's mad. That's mad.
I had one. I can't know if I told you this story. I went on a lad's holiday like 2 years ago, and middle of the holiday, so it's getting to the stage where like boys are starting to be like,
bum each other and stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff, and they're like,
get sloppy though, weren't they? Nah, I meant like what? I meant like the holiday was getting sloppy.
As in like,
not that. But
you can't say sloppy after that.
Sure, like, wanted sloppy.
In the big package, but
Yeah. So I'm just thinking of Command B cut.
Yeah.
Big package is class too.
Big package stays. Like it's the amount of big packages what we're gonna worry about. But yeah, that middle point of the holiday where boys were starting to get a bit tired, don't want to go out every single night. And it was probably midnight, and guys were like,
WAFFLERS.
Right, yeah,
You need
pretty
to get better boys with you.
Yeah, and they're like, right, back to the hotel. Me and 4 other guys stayed out, and we're like, here, come to this bar here. It's called Lollipop. Wasn't a bar, strip club. So we go in, me a good Christian guy, none of that muck.
No,
right?
no.
Walk down the stairs into like what can only be described as like a sex dungeon.
Right.
And walk in, and there's this guy.
Christians belong. I mean, that's more like it.
You're like, I'd be all for it if there's any altar boys left.
there was a guy with an eye patch, right? There's a guy with an eye patch, and he had like either he's happy to see me or he had a gun in his pocket, like something huge.
You didn't see much of you with an eye patch on.
Here, see.
Not real. He very dodging guy, and me and my 4 mates were put into like these separate booths of like you'll just be seen to.
Was this Amsterdam?
This was.
It sounds like
Greece.
you're describing the red light.
No. This was Greece, right?
Right, okay.
And these girls were coming up to us one by one, and you want a good time and all this stuff. And I was firmly no. I was like, lads, stay strong here. Like we thought. Genuinely, most of us thought it was a bar. I think there was one guy who had a fair idea. And was this boy, there's none around in here, guys. But I was all like, boys, stay strong here. Like we'll stay for 10 minutes and then we'll leave so we don't look suspicious.
Yeah.
Sorry, lost it. Are you talking about hookers here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Strippers,
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, strippers or hookers, or is it like you?
Both. Vague.
Everything's
Stripper
there.
with a chance of a hooker.
Yeah.
With a view to it.
And and you've all these curtains like at the far side of the dungeon, big red curtains. And I was like, stay strong, boys. Turn around, all gone. Like walking off these girls, and I was like, oh, flip's sake.
Oh yeah.
Like I have no cash in me.
Hey, they took cars. They had their sum up. So all my mates went behind these curtains, and I was like, oh, nightmare. And these girls were coming over to me, and they're like, you coming as well? And I was like, nope, I'm all good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And they were like, what's wrong? Like, we have another friend if you want. His name's Stephen. And I was like,
Good man.
Good man. They go, that's where I mind you from now.
with a big package around the corner.
I walk out and go, come on, you sure you did the back door, but hit my back door.
Frat cock strikes again. But I was like, no, fine. They're like, you're gay. And I was like, I didn't know they were like,
You are gay.
I didn't know they were going,
Gay Lord.
Why are you gay?
I didn't know they were going, gay, or going, you gay, because we have a mate. And I was going, if it didn't want it the first time, I do not want it now.
Yeah.
And then they left, but they were then like suspicious of me. They're going, why has this guy just come here? Like,
For
just
nothing,
chill in the corner.
Loitering.
So then me and mine came out after 10 minutes. And I went, thank goodness. At least I can get this guy and go, let's go out of here.
Yeah.
Tap his card straight back in. And I was like,
Oh my. I was going to say,
Fair
yeah.
play to him.
Spas
Do you have this
12.
fella's number?
yeah. I was like, oh no. So and
Spas 12.
Yeah, no,
No, there's only 6 of them.
unreal.
I'm sorry, Don, finish the story. Go
No,
on.
you're okay, man. So and iPad's just staring at me, living.
Has he been there the whole time, by the way? iPad's
He's there the whole time. And everything. And he is looking at me, and I'm going. He's thinking, why is this guy just standing here? Suspect. And thankfully, my mates come out, and they were like, that was just class. And I was like, lads, get me out of here right now. Like, it's so dangerous. And then on the way out, they gave us a card, and it just had a naked woman on it. I was like, I probably should have known, actually.
Understand, yeah. And so,
that was the one time I was like, I could very easily be killed here.
because, like,
And no one would know because I'm down, like, underground.
and no signal, I'm sure.
No
nothing
signal.
like that, yeah.
This is really
And see that
dodgy.
guy with the.
That's what it was. Sorry, we got in and instantly the guy was like, "No phones," and we were like, "I can't." My phone's in my pocket. I was like, "I feel scared.
Can't take it out.
to take my phone out," and that's how I was like, "Oh,
Yeah. The only near death sort of thing I had one time, I was just riding my bike along just my street, and a car was reversing out of the driveway.
Chasing another van.
here, boy."
But a car just reversed out of the driveway like really slowly, and I was like right behind him in the bike, and he hit me off it. and I was in the ground, and the bike was just getting like sucked underneath the car. Well, like it wasn't getting sucked on the car, was driving over it. You know, that's weird. But anyway, I was just like, I just didn't know what to do. I was like 6 or 7 or something, and I was like,
just accepted your fate.
yeah, I was kind of like, oh, this happens then, you know, it's fine. And then I remember just like, my brother was there, he was hitting the car, like, whoa, and your man got out and goes, I was like, no, sorry, not. And he was like, no, and he just lifted the bike. But I remember just being like, that was the first time I remember being like,
this is it.
Yeah,
died.
Yeah. But like, I wasn't even sure. I was just like, oh, happy days. You know what I mean?
When I was in the strip club, I thought this could very easily lead to my death.
Turn into something. But see, the thing is as well, especially if there's a guy, but anyway, there's a guy with an eye patch.
There's always some fellow with an eye patch.
If there's a fella with an eye patch, I'm out of there.
I have a similar story in 𝐒𝐿𝐴, actually. Were you in 𝐒𝐿𝐴?
No, we were in 𝐒𝐿𝐴, I think.
Right, I have no idea where that is.
It's in Greece, but
Right, okay.
Oh, it's in mainland Greece.
It's near Malia in Greece. Yeah.
Heraklion is the airport name for the because I was in Malia. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You were what?
We went to Malia a few times. Here, have you been to have you been to Malia?
Yeah.
Like Strip?
Yeah.
Reflex? You know the club Reflex? Or Apollo?
I can't mind, but to be honest with you.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's not. Yeah, that's fair.
There's no further.
No, but I think
no further question.
I probably was. I probably was. Funny, it actually kind of reminds me of the story you had about the influencer. I walked in an Irish bar because obviously I'd wanted to indulge in the culture, and went to an Irish bar and old man standing there. I was drinking a pint of Guinness. And he was like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Ireland." He was like, "I know that. Where are you from?" But he had an English accent, and I was like, "Oh, like it's like near Belfast, but it's still northern. It's like near the south of Northern Ireland." Kind of trying to explain. And he was like, "I know. Tell me where you're from." Like, and I was like, "Oh, Armagh," and he was like, "Lad, tell me where you're from." I goes, Newry. And he goes, I know Newry well. And I was like, this boy's taking the mick, like. And he was like, what's your surname? Told him my surname. And he was like, just started naming my granny, my uncles and all. I was like, what?
Serious?
And he was like, he was an English fella. I can't remember his name, but he was like, tell her I was asking about her. And I was like, what are you doing in the middle of Greece here?
As mad as that is, that's so weird.
It always happens.
like,
It was
so
mental.
weird.
It's mad.
But he had an English accent, so that's why I was saying to him, like, I wasn't being very specific about where he's from. He was like, he lived in Europe for like 10, 15 years, and he was like, over the troubles, because he was English, but he was literally on neither side. He was just given like a fool's pardon, and he was just like,
Fool's pardon.
but that's what he said. I was given a fool's pardon, and everyone was like, he's all right. You know what I mean?
Just saw the head knew from across the bar, and he was like, coleslaw burger.
But yeah, Matt, what were you going to say about being a Greece?
We were basically in one of these. There's a bar called Legends, and it was the first bar in the strip. And every night we were like, right, we'll call in here, then we'll make our way down. Never left that bar once. And there's these, them hustling sort of pricks that'll come in and they'll be like, oh, do this, do that, and then they'll put like money on the table. And it was this deaf crowd, and it was hilarious because there's these couple of women that my friends were chatting to, and they're like, oh, we'll be back in a minute. Then 10 minutes later, they're over chatting in their notes with the deaf lads, and I was thinking, you just got out-chatted by people that can't hear. And then
That's a nightmare.
yeah, I was like, the chat was that bad. They're going to take it out to Picto chat.
Yeah. So we're out playing charades.
Drawing pictures. But there's one of them fellas who was just absolutely deaf, and he would come up to us and he'd put a pile of cash down. This fella was only about 5'8", but he was real strong built sort of prick, and he had two boys behind him that were twice the size of both of us.
Right.
Huge.
That's bad.
And he put the money down and then started arm wrestling everyone, and they'd put cash out, and then the winner would take it all, and he won every one of them. And then I was like, I fancy my chances here. I won, put it down, and as soon as I went to lift the cash, these two Albanian pricks came over behind me and just slapped my arm away, and then took the cash and walked on. And I was thinking, what's going on here? My cash too.
I know, I was going to say, at least give me, if that was
my
me,
tenner back.
I'd have just been like, just at least give me mine back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then we met the same people. They were standing across from this gyros or whatever it is stand.
Heroes.
Right, well, I'm not a prick, so I'm going to say gyros. And we had some crack at this stand waiting on them. But my friend Owen put a tenner up to pay, and there's just a wee woman with just the only, like, I'm trying not to be insensitive. You could only see her eyes, like.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but she just swiped it, put it into the pocket,
Right.
and he was like, come on now, like, I saw you do that. And she was like, no, I didn't do it. I just said I was
going to say.
I didn't do it. but we were like, what's going on here? And she was selling loom bonds and stuff. And then I was like, right, you took a tenner there, I'm taking 10 of your stock, give me one of them. And went to grab it. And then this same Albanian hand, they were all in cahoots.
You're
and then we
joking,
started to lose the plot. And I was like, you're robbing him blind and him deaf. And then me and Owen just started pissing ourselves, and we got that much value from it. We're like, you know what?
Keep the money.
And then he had to scrape together a pile of change then, because the prick stole his money. And the fella wouldn't let him off with 50 cents. He was like, no, 50 cent. I give you a $0, you give me 50 cents. He's like, I'll give you 50 cents. Yo, shorty. The shiver just started singing it.
You know what? If you can't beat them, join them. That's what you do. You know what I mean? That's amazing.
I nearly lost a hand over a loom band.
Here, that's a bit, by the way. That's deaf, blind. That's great. Rob him blind, him deaf. Great. That's amazing.
Boys, thanks so much for coming to the podcast. This
Appreciate
has
it,
been
boss.
Excellent.
Thanks for having us, man.
Might go over the path tonight. Don't know yet.
You should do.
Yeah, I am seeing. And
You'll see our next near-death experiences.
I was going to say, it'll be a full death experience for me, to be honest.
I look forward to this 7-minute long podcast.
Instagram are both up on the screen right now. Don't even worry about it, mate. Don't even worry about it.
What about TikTok, you prick?
Yeah, well, what's your
Everything?
TikTok?
It's just grand. I don't know.
There you go. You're TikTok famous these days. I see you all over my For You page.
Oh, it's good to see.
You do be, yeah. You be
I want
fine.
the boats.
Good to see I'm big and mollusk.
They're not talking about you in the spar. In the Wonderland.
Is a photo up in me?
But yeah, thanks very much for coming on. Thanks to 𝐒𝐿CHE𝐒 for sponsoring the podcast. And we'll see you later. Goodbye.